Alright guys, I've got so many emails regarding this subject. You guys, let me grab a glass here. So I had to address it at some point, guys. Alright. Auntie, I always love watching your videos, and I am like, listen, I don't care what anyone says, but if Auntie's advice, like, hey, I gotta give a little bit of fucks there, you know? Like, Auntie, this one is also to you and everyone that asked me. What was kind of funny about, hey, three Danielles asked me this question. I have no clue, but it's kind of interesting to see. I think this is a very important subject, and I want to address it accordingly. On this advice, I hope you like this. I hope you see it from a different perspective than you might have done. I want to make one thing very clear. Also in regards to relationships, which I did in a video earlier on. Express yourself, express your expectations, express your limits. You know, love is not about possession, but love is about appreciation. So for you to let it be known what your personal limits are is only a strength, and is being transparent about how you might not be able to bloom together, or you might, you know. But we all have a vision, we all have a way of living our life, a way of blooming into life. So respect that from one another, and also let it be known what your limits are. Alright, this topic is about alcohol, and I'm not against alcohol. So you will see in this video just a scientific approach from psychology, but also from a little bit of biology. What's happening in your body? What does it do? And why can't somebody have it and somebody else can? Like, what is the difference there? Why can some people have it and deal with it, and some people just not? Where does this come from? Welcome. A drunk person is at times funny and outspoken. At times they are angry and reckless. In the same way, alcohol can affect people differently, in vastly different ways. Some people become even a different person, fully. Some others become aggressive, some others become very outspoken and regret that the next day. So why is that, and where does that come from? First off, family history and genetics. Family history is a major factor of alcohol problems. The University of Rochester Medical Center explains that alcohol breaks down in the body because of three enzymes. It identifies two of the primary enzymes. However, not everyone has the gene that produces the enzymes, meaning that people process alcohol differently. People of East Asian heritage don't often have this gene. They respond poorly to alcohol primarily by feeling nauseous and a rapid heartbeat, you know, even just after a glass. Good stuff. No, this is your water, guys. I'm joking. You know, this is very important. An example like this suggests why one group of people may not have the same experience with alcohol as others. You know, their body prevents them from consuming the amount of alcohol that will be needed to cause. The lack of this gene is hereditary. The chances of being affected by alcoholism due to family history are high. There are over 50 studies that show that alcoholism, if you will, runs in families. One's weight also plays a big role in deciding why certain people are more affected by alcohol than others. Body weight is a factor, you know, in how much water is in your system. You know, when consumed, alcohol distributes through the body fight of water in the blood. You know, a high amount of water in a person's blood means the alcohol is diluted. A low amount of water means the alcohol is more concentrated. If a smaller person consumes the same amount of alcohol as someone larger in height and weight, obviously, the smaller person has a higher ratio of alcohol in their blood. It's reality, guys. I'm sorry for people that didn't know about this, but it's the truth. And it's confronting for some because some are really attached to their alcohol. This puts them also at a greater risk of alcoholism because they can only drink a small amount before getting drunk. Someone of greater weight can usually drink more because of the higher amount of water in their system. Alcoholism also has different effects based on your ethnicity. The NIA pinpointed culture and genetics as reasons why some ethnic groups are more prone to the problems of alcoholism than others. As mentioned earlier, people belonging to certain ethnic groups do not drink as much and experience less alcoholism than other ethnic groups. You know, this is all according to the Journal of Psychology of Addictive Behaviors. I've read into it, read it back, that's why I'm expressing this in this video. Alcohol, like caffeine, has an enormous reputation, but you know, loose understanding in popular culture. Learn how it's absorbed and how fast, why it's essential to reality TV altercations, as you've seen, its paradoxical sexual effects, and its life-lengthening potential, whether red light or Bud Light, whether red wine or Bud Light. This is still there's still a big debate going on, if we know about the health benefits and all. I'll address that later in this video, and I'll explain you more about that. I'll be very clear about something. I am not against alcohol, but if you are allergic to cheese, I'm from a cheese country, so that's why I'm making this metaphor. Me being from a cheese country, let me ask you, will you still eat cheese when you are allergic and know you can't handle it? Come on, get real with yourself. You want eat cheese. So why is that any different when you can't handle alcohol? And you know that. Why is that any different? Because you feel the social pressure around your friends or at a party to do so? Listen, ask for a Diet Coke and be you. Don't let others influence you. Watch my other video back, please. You know, stand up for yourself. Take ownership and don't think you are the outsider when you choose a Diet Coke at a party. You can still have fun without cheese and alcohol. To close off on a positive note, there's also studies that show there's a health benefit, like cheese has some. So, popular theories on antioxidants and resveratrol compounds found in wines or on the studies showing alcohol as increasing levels of HDL, good cholesterol. This is a positive thing, alright? I see it in more and more studies coming up. And actually alcohol lowers the HDL cholesterol in the body. There's obviously more, and avocado does the same thing, but it is something that we also need to take a look at, you know, and not just bash everything. I am not against a glass of good wine, absolutely not. But it depends from person to person, and I think to be conscious of what you can have and what you cannot have, I think when you do, you should embrace that. Because just for me to know that I can't have alcohol, like just as an example, to still do it is just stupid. Let's be real here, you know. So everybody reacts differently to things. Same with marijuana, same with coffee. You know, guys, be conscious of your own self and don't assume that I'm the health nut here and bash everything that appears to be bad. That is just not true. Don't assume that I'm the health nut here and that I bash everything that appears to be bad. I am not. Alright? Depends from person to person. Cheers.